Hey guys! Quick announcement, I'm going abroad this week, that's why this video is going up early, and I won't be vlogging my competition, so if you want you can go on Instagram to follow me. I'll try to do as many Instagram stories as I can, and the link is in the description box, and let's move on. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do some basic stuff with the clubs. Which, let me go get them. There we go. So today I'm going to be showing you how to do some basic things with the clubs, and well, these are my clubs. They are orange and black, and here they are plastic, and the black part is rubber. That's plastic. So yeah, if you're wondering, yes, my clubs can do this, and the first time I did that, I was excited. So today I'm going to be just showing you a few simple things that you can do with the clubs, like rotations or simple things like that. I also show a few throws like these or like these, and that is really all. I hope that you find this video useful and that you kind of manage to understand or learn something new. So yeah, let's just get on with the video. So first we're going to learn how to hold the clubs properly. So you're going to take the round part, the top part of the club, and you're going to hold it between your thumb and your index finger. You want to make sure that you're not holding the clubs too tight, just a little bit loose, because if it's too tight it won't be comfortable. And we're going to start by rotating the clubs forward. So like I mentioned before, you want to be holding the round part of the clubs comfortably in your fingers. As you see, if I hold it too tight, I can't turn the clubs. So you don't want to be using your whole wrist to be turning the club, and you also want to keep your hands straight. You only need to use your wrist to give it a small push so that it moves forward. You can also just start by swinging the club in your hand, again freely between your thumb and your index finger, just sort of to get the feeling. And then your wrist is just going to give it a small push. It doesn't need to do a full turn, just to give it a small push. And the club also has to pass as closest to your hand as possible. So over here, not over there. That's why if you keep your hand really tight around the clubs, it won't allow it to move that easily. And then once you get better at it, you can start trying to do it faster and faster, and then you're going to do that for 30 seconds to 1 minute. First you can practice separately with your right and then with your left hand, and then you can do it together like this, but make sure that they're spinning at the same time. And now we're gonna do the same thing but backwards. So once again, you want to be holding the clubs loosely, make sure that your hands are straight, and you're just going to swing it back and forth a little bit so that you can get used to it. So begin by swinging it loosely and then try to push it back. It's okay if it's further away from your arm for now, but keep in mind that it's supposed to come close to your arm like this. So don't do it like this, because this is using your full wrist. You just want to be like giving it a small push. And if you're holding it too tight in your hand like this, as you can see, it's very difficult and not comfortable at all to rotate. So do that for around 30 seconds with one hand, and then do it with the other hand for another 30 seconds, and then try to do it together at the same time like this. So this is a bit more tricky because you kind of need to coordinate this. So one club will be moving forward and the other one back. So for me, in my right hand, the club will be rotating forward, and the one in my left will be rotating backwards. You can start by only using your right, so rotating it forward, and then slowly try to do the same thing with your other club, but rotating it back. So now we're going to be rotating the club horizontally above our hand like this. So the club is going to move towards us, so this is inwards, and again make sure that the club passes as closest to your hand as possible. And then repeat the same thing with your left hand. And now try to do it with two hands. Make sure that they are to the side and far away from your face because you don't want the clubs to hit your face. So make sure that your hands are straight. Next we're going to do the same thing, but this time the club is going to go under our arm, and again it has to stay as close to your hand as possible, so don't bring your wrist down because that is not going to help. So this once again is going to go inwards, so towards us. So once you have learned how to do it with your right and your left, then go ahead and do it with both hands. I forgot to do that, but yeah, make sure that you do it with both hands as well. So now we're going to combine the two. You're going to do it up and then down. You can start slowly, of course. First you're going to rotate at the top and then rotate at the bottom, and then once you get better at it, you can go faster. And of course do it with two hands as well, and make sure that your hands are straight. So now we're going to do it vertically. Before we did it horizontally like this, but now we're going to do it vertically. So it's going to go in and out. So it's going to go in front of our hand and then behind our hand. Also, you don't want to flick your wrist inwards like that or hold the club too tightly like I said before. I'm just trying to show you the way the club has to rotate. As well, do not hold the club like that. Just give it a small push and it will turn by itself. And then do the same thing but behind your hand. So first turn the club in and then out behind your hand. So first practice like that slowly, and like I said, do not use all of your wrist, just give it a small push and just practice slowly, first going in front of your hand and then out behind your hand, and then once you get the hang of it you can do it fast. Okay, so now we're going to do it the other way, so we're going to turn it out instead of in. So that is out and this is in. So now you're going to push it out from you and then do the same thing behind your hand. And then do it together with two hands. So then do the same thing but out, so you're rotating the clubs away from you. Now you're going to rotate it horizontally up and down to the side, and then you're going to slowly bring it in front of you and then back to the side, and do that around 10-20 times, as many times as you need to get the hang of it, and then change your hand and do the same thing. And then of course try to do it together, but when you're bringing it in front of you, don't bring it too close, keep your hands separated because otherwise the clubs will hit each other. So now we're going to rotate the clubs backwards 8 times, and then you're going to do a full circle back and then repeat the same thing for 10 times and then do it forwards. I moved a bit to the side because otherwise I would have hit the lamp and that would not have ended well. Okay, so now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're going to rotate the clubs forward, and you're gonna do a big circle. Again, 8 counts, and then do a big circle. And do that 10 times. Now you're going to rotate one club forward, and with the other you're going to do a big circle forward. I know that I'm rotating it backwards. My mistake, sorry. Okay, so here I'm doing it forward, so correctly, trying not to hit my sofa, and yeah, so rotating it forward, and the other hand will be doing a big circle. And again, just do that 10 times, and then switch hands. And now everything backwards, rotating your club back and doing a big circle with your other hand backwards, and then change your hand. This can be a little bit confusing, but you're going to rotate your club forward and you're going to do a big circle with your hand back, and then you're going to switch. Your club will be rotating back, but your hand will be moving forward, and then switch your hands and do the same thing. So now one club is going to rotate back and one is going to rotate forward, and whichever one rotates forward is obviously going to go forward, the other one is going to go back. So now you can change. So if your right hand was rotating forward, now it's going to rotate back. And I was having some troubles here, but yeah, you just have to practice. Next, we're going to do a few trows. We're going to start with the basics. We're going to do half the trow. So you're going to hold the club from the top part, from this small ball, and then you're going to flip it over and you're going to catch the fat part of the club. And you're going to just do that a couple of times, and make sure not to really flick your wrist too much. Also, if you catch the club in the middle, try to slide it down so that you're holding this part, the round part of the club. Once again, make sure not to flick your wrist too hard, because if you do, it's just going to land in your face. You don't want that to happen. So you have to control your wrist. Don't flick it too hard. So you can do that around 50 times with both your right and left hand, of course. And then you're going to try and do it together. You can also do it like this, so one by one, hop, and then together. So once you've gotten the hang of the hop trow, you're going to do a full turn now, and you're going to just turn it all the way. So this was hop, and then this is full. You're going to have to give it a bit more energy so it can do a full turn. And make sure that you are keeping your hands straight. Now you can try with 2 clubs. But be careful, if you are not sure and you try it, just let it fall on the floor if you're still not sure. Now we're going to hold the club in the middle so that the fat part is looking up, and we're going to throw it outwards, the other way, so it's outwards from us. You want to bend your elbow and then just push it away by straightening your hand and pushing it up a little bit so that it can turn. So this is the difference. This is towards us and that's away from us. So now you can try with 2 clubs. Now we're going to do a normal trow, so it's going to just be towards us, and you're going to do it one by one, a full trow one by one. So if you were unsure to do it at the same time together, you can do it one by one, and then you can try to do it faster once you've gotten the hang of it. And same thing goes for doing it the other way, so it's away from us. If You can also try this. So one is going away from us and one is coming towards us. For me, my right is pushing it away and my left is towards me.
And that is all with my clubs today. Yeah, I think I will be doing another video where I will be showing you mills. I think they're called, right? Like, so I think the next video will be mills. If you like the video and you want to see more videos like this, then be sure to click the thumbs up button down there. And if you're new to my channel, then you can click over here to subscribe to my channel. You can also click the red subscribe button down below. You can watch my previous video over here. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye! Okay, bye.